everybody. Welcome. Another gorgeous day. My God, every time we do a video, the weather's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
It is a gorgeous day.
It's a balmy 70 degree.
Sun
Whoa.
is shining. And welcome to the Culinary View. This is the time of the month where we talk about an ingredient that we're actually harvesting from the gardens in the Vineyard District. And we talk about wine pairings that go with that ingredient. And if you want more information about our ingredients, go to thevineyarddistrict.com and you'll see under the Culinary View horticulture articles by Michael Vadrine, who is our master gardener. And he talks about what to plant, what to harvest, and how to grow it. And then we have recipes for that ingredient from the Vintage House restaurant here at Messina Hoff. And then we talk about wine pairings and make some suggestions on experimenting with wines.
And that's where I come in, because I get to talk about these great, fabulous wines and how they go with fresh from the garden.
Amen. And so this month we're talking about asparagus. Our asparagus is just coming out, and you can see these are the very small asparagus spears.
And they're so tender. I mean, one of the things that I love is just crunch on them. Just eat them fresh out of the garden.
They're great to chop up and throw into a salad. Raw like this. And the other thing is they don't have that really strong asparagus flavor as much right now too. So that's the key component in the wine pairings with asparagus, because it's got this kind of a heavy acidic character to it, or raw vegetable character, that does make it a little difficult to pair with wine, but not impossible. So we're going to share some ideas with you today on some things to experiment with.
And it's very, very important with asparagus that you harvest the asparagus frequently, because otherwise it goes into a leaf and it starts becoming almost a shrub, and you don't get the asparagus that you really want to eat. But right now they're so tender, they're wonderful, they're just great. All right, so the three wines that we're going to talk about are the sparkling almond. This turns a morning activity into a festive beginning. It is just great. This sparkling almond has been so successful for Messina Hoff because it's so fresh. It's floral. It's got, great flavors. Almond and asparagus. It's a match in heaven. It's just amazing.
And the reason we selected this is that it is soft enough, it's got a semi-sweetness to it that actually kind of balances out and covers that acidic character in the asparagus, so you don't taste it as much in the asparagus.
And this is so good. It is so good. It reminds me of an Italian cream cake.
Oh.
I mean, it is so wonderful. And it's so good with fresh vegetables. It's, amazing.
This is our best-selling sparkling wine, by the way. And it reminds me of those Jordan almonds that are coated in the sugar and that they serve at weddings. It is light and delicate. It makes a delicious mimosa when you add orange juice, if you like that for your morning treats.
It's a demi-sec. Demi means kind of medium, and then sec is sweet, so it's medium sweet. So it's just lovely. The bubbles give it that dryness, and the little almond character of sweetness just makes it palatable for everyone. They all love this wine. It's just amazing.
The bubbles are, to me, such a celebration. It makes any occasion seem like it's something really fun and festive, and we're celebrating the day.
And then the next one is the Bonarigo Heritage White. And one of the things that Paul Mitchell is working on is really focusing on Italian varietals. So this is a Trebbiano, which is a very popular white grape in Italy, and Pinot Grigio. So the Trebbiano is the kind of the base. It provides the fat. I always think it's like bacon. And the Pinot Grigio is peachy. So it really is a delightful, delightful wine. And it, again, goes great with fresh vegetables. It's just wonderful.
One of the things that I love about this pairing is that the Trebbiano actually kind of softens out the acidity that we were talking about before, but the Pinot Grigio comes out and it's a little acidic on the end, a fresh, clean finish that cleanses the palate between bites of your food. So it's a great food pairing wine, and it works well with the raw vegetables like asparagus.
And I did want to make sure that you see this is the proper type of sparkling wine glass. You don't want those big, bold type glass, because this allows the bubbles to dissipate all the way up the whole flute. And so it presents itself so much better. The wider the opening of a sparkling wine glass, the faster the bubbles dissipate, and the whole point is to have it last as long as possible. So it's very, very nice.
The other tool, if you don't have for sparkling wine that I love, is this. It's a pressure cap that you put onto the top of the sparkling wine bottle, and it holds in the gas, the bubbles, so it doesn't dissipate in your refrigerator if you're saving it for another day.
Because normally we use like the vacuum van where you suck a vacuum. Now the problem with that is that if you put a vacuum van on this and you start sucking, you actually pull all the bubbles out of the sparkling wine. So you typically don't want to use a vacuum van. This really works nicely because it traps the gas in the bottle, and then you're able to enjoy it a little bit later. Now, we don't recommend that you open a bottle of sparkling wine and then wait a week and then then go ahead and continue serving it. Typically, you want to consume it within a couple of days at best, and if it was consumed all in the same day, it would be even better. So that's the sparkling and the Bonarigo White. Now, the next one is so pretty. Oh my goodness. This is a Grenache Rosé, and these wines you really want to drink young. I mean, they're young, exciting, and they have such nice fruit. Grenache in Texas really comes across really fruit forward, and it has such a nice, almost a salmon kind of characters,
very light
salmon color,
peachy color,
and peachy. It looks peachy, and it tastes peachy, and the label art is so indicative of how the wine tastes, because it's very floral, and so is the wine. The wine is very floral, and Grenache is a great rosé wine. It really, really
and this is an example of our artist series. This is the one of the winners from our artist competition that we do at Messina Hof every year. And every year there's a new theme. And so this was the winner, and it's perfect for the rosé.
Absolutely.
And also on the back of our labels, you'll see that there is, and sometimes on the front, there's a color coding so that you can see the style of the wine. And if you see a green shield, you see the different shields.
There's a green shield. It means that it's a fruity.
It's fruity, it's semi-sweet. And so I would say that any green shield of Messina Hof would go really well with the asparagus ingredient.
It is so fun to have a rosé on a gorgeous morning like this. Spring is sprung. We had bud break. Of all days, we had bud break on leap year day. How appropriate. We said the vines leaped on leap year day. So, they're out and they're starting. So the season is started, and it looks like it's going to be a great 2024. So we're looking forward to it.
So we hope that you enjoy these pairings and experiment with your own. We say our goal is to make the wine sing whenever we do our pairing. So the suggestions that we're giving you are those things that we feel pair best.
And we try to be very practical.
Yes.
We want you to follow what we're doing because they're fun, and you'll learn things about wine, and you won't feel like you're being put down on just technical stuff that fills your brain and doesn't make you really feel better about the wine. So, on behalf of Meryl and I and all the great people at Messina Hof, we really want you to enjoy wine, enjoy food and wine, and the kind of the whole Merbon experience.